fellow sim racers. This is Sim Racer, and welcome to episode 29 as I chronicle my journey with sim racing. We are in my favorite car, the iRacing Lotus 79, and we are at Atlanta. And it's the 7:30 a.m. morning race, at least 7:30 for myself. And we came out with, I think, 24 cars. So fairly good field. I'm going to start, of course, dead last. And my goal is to get at least half of the race in, which would be, let's see, there's 38 laps. So what's that, 19 laps? So I need to do 20 laps to make sure I get in the halfway point so that I can get credit for this race. I'm racing for credits with the L79, along with the fact that I just enjoy running this car. Hey, Atlanta's kind of a short track, so during this race, there was a lot of traffic going on. And no, you're not going to have to sit here and wait or wade through, or do I expect you to watch 42 minutes, I think it was, that this race was. I think this episode is about 6 minutes long. And I just wanted to show you highlights a bit of my race. And as I said, I'm racing for credits. This was race 4 of the current 12 race season, 2019 summer. And the first race I skipped because I'm kind of stubborn. I don't think that I should be required to buy a track that I've already purchased, and that of course is Silverstone. So there's now 2 tracks on. Oh, look at that, a guy up there. I don't know if you saw up in the left hand corner, one of the cars ran right into and knocked off the track. And anyway, there's 2 tracks that iRacing went out and rescanned, Phoenix and Silverstone, and then they decided that since they rescanned the tracks that you're going to have to buy them again, and I refuse to do that. So anyway, the first race of the season I missed. The second race of the season, I forgot exactly where it was. I've got it posted here someplace, Racing for Credits, on my channel, and I completed half the race, so I get credit for that one. The next race that I was looking for, race 3, really looking forward to it, was, of course, Watkins Glen. And unfortunately, events in my life prevented me from running that, and I was kind of disappointed with that. So here we are with race 4 of the season at Atlanta, and surprisingly, I end up running the entire race. I will, as you'll see here in a moment, or clearly on, well, I'll just tell you, I'm going to lose the back end of the car. It's going to spin out on me, and I'm going to do a slow back end into the concrete barrier. It will bend up the rear wing a bit. I thought about pulling in for repairs, but when I got back on the track, the car seemed to behave fairly well. I didn't have any control issues. I'm slow anyway, so control issues generally is not a problem. But this race turned out to be a lot of fun because it's relatively short and in traffic a lot. So I did my best to let people by when I could. And I did have one incident when the top 3 cars came on top of me, and they decided to pass me in the S's. That wasn't smart. The first place car tagged me, and I got a 4X. There I go! Lost the rear end, and gonna go across the track in a gentle bang. But it was enough to bend up the rear wing. And anyway, so I got a 4X out of that. Gosh, the 3 guys could have waited until I got through the S's, but no, they decided they were going to force the issue. But hey, that's okay. I guess no harm, no foul. Nobody was taken out of the race, and so they went on, and the top 2 drivers duked it out. And of course, in the L79 series, there's 3 drivers that basically dominate the series. Well, this thing is going to start ramping up here, or excuse me, is going to start rounding up. Anyway, getting near completion. Thanks for joining me. I actually going to finish 16th. Attrition was my friend. Gonna run. I was 3 laps down at the end of the race, but for me that was a full race because I did not bail out after the halfway point. So I was pretty happy with that. As you kind of look closely at the rear wing, you can see that it's pretty scuffed up and bent a little bit on the right side, but not enough for me to keep going. Hey, this is Sim Racer. As always, enjoy your sim racing pursuits. And you know what? As we look at the big black screen, and I'll throw up a thank you for watching here. As always, enjoy your pursuits in sim racing, and we will see you next time.